Take a break, and we'll be right back with much more coverage in about 2.5 minutes. The last state, the polls close in the state of Alaska. We'll be back in a moment, and with that call.
Can save you over $5,000.
He was standing out there all alone, and now he puts all his weight, goes around with his armor all over New York State around one guy, and that guy loses. So CBS election coverage continues now. Presidential race still hanging in the balance. Thanks for being with us.
Have a good night.
In 92, 9% still in 96. A lot of talk about unhappiness of the two major parties. Jesse Ventura winning in Minnesota. There was a lot of talk about third parties, fourth parties. Will the two-party system finally break apart? We are having the most classic, orthodox, two-party election you could imagine. 49-49 or 49-48 in the popular vote. No independents winning, so no real third-party candidates, I would say, winning anywhere, Congress, Senate, maybe some state legislative races.
So is there any hope for the viability of the so-called watchdog party clearing that 5% margin?
Well, it doesn't look like
Nader's
going to clear it. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. But certainly there is a role for third parties. They inject issues into the debate that the two parties are ignoring, and then generally the two parties pay attention to them, like the deficit with Ross Perot. But the interesting thing about Nader, all the attention he got either wasn't a reflection of his true strength, or it scared the Democrats just enough to swing into action and push to get those votes back.
I mean, on the other hand, if Bush beats Gore by 15,000 votes, let's say in Florida, I bet Nader's vote's more than that. So you might have a small Nader vote. It still could be the difference in this close an election.
And we haven't heard from what are probably Nader's two best states, Oregon and Washington. Right. So he can still play a shrunken but still pivotal role. But
all right, we're going to have to
do a quick but.
But Ralph Nader probably will not make the 5% necessary to make the Green Party.
Thank you, Mort. For more in-depth information on You Decide 2000, log on to foxnews.com. It is midnight.
How undecided voters made a difference on CNN Newsstand. Tomorrow, 10 Eastern. From CNN Center in Atlanta, coverage of Election 2000 continues. Here again, Judy Woodruff, Bernard Shaw, Jeff Greenfield, and Bill Schneider.
12 o'clock on the east coast of the United States, and we are able to make a call in the last state to close its polls tonight. Alaska, the land of the midnight sun, goes to George W. Bush. It's 3 electoral votes. No real surprise at all here. This state has only voted for a Democratic candidate once since it became a state in the year 1959. So here's the total. George W. Bush, 240 electoral votes. His are the red states on that map. They are from east almost all the way to the west. Al Gore, 231 electoral votes. The states in blue, counting California, and going all the way over to the state of Maine. It is a close election.
Just 6 states left. One of those will put somebody over the top. We don't know who it's going to be. It's amazing.
This is the raw vote total at this hour, with 2/3 of the precincts across the United States reporting. Look at that, 49% going for George W. Bush, 35.1 million to 34.57 million. What is that, about 500,000
About half a million votes.
70 million votes cast, and half a million votes separate them.
That's right.
Let's see now, when was the last time?
Hubert Humphrey and Richard Nixon. Nixon took a half a million vote win. Before that, you got to go to Kennedy Nixon. But this is the closest race in 32 years, and who knows, it could get closer.